You've never seen them this close to an all-out panic before. People are moving around, and in the very, very distant edge of Bartertown, you hear some yelling.
All right, so let's
More yelling.
Let's
get out of here, please.
Go somewhere discreet.
You begin to hear bells ringing and such.
All right, so we go into like one of the alleys.
Alley, woohoo!
All right, I'll take the.
With you guys, what's going on? He says.
Fuck off, you! All right, he's taking too long. I take out the trump of the smoking room. That should still be good.
Give me an intimidation roll, wrestling. He goes, fucking up, sir, and runs away.
All right.
I use the trump of the smoking room in Gothic and get us the fuck out of here.
Long 2 minutes of staring at the
of panic, I know.
You could feel your blood pressure.
Yep.
And you hear like people ringing other bells and such, and you hear rah, rah from camels and such, and then the smoking room go boom, and a big fucking 3D holograph and opens, and you're like, grab hold of me, grab hold, and then you're fucking going into it, and you guys are back in the smoking room. Isn't it lovely in here?
Well, I may have just fucked my my contacts in Bartertown. If they find out it was me, they're going to be very pissed.
So the blinking of the eyes, is that how you know?
Yeah. If you show somebody tech that's not appropriate to the zone, like for instance, if you're in Beastkin and you show them a Glock, they'll immediately start blinking their eyes. Anything that doesn't belong, unless it's been disguised to look like it should be part of the zone. There's detectors for zone anomalies that everybody in the zone can use, and they will blink their eyes rapidly. And after that, the fixers come in.
So what do you say all three of us go to different zones and do it at the same time and see what happens?
There seem to be unlimited numbers of fixers. You kill 2 of them, they come back 4. You kill 4 of them, they come back 8. You kill 8 of them, they come back 16. All the way up to 256. So if you feel like killing 256 MIBs, plus whatever the hell the rest of that added up is, you can go for it.
How did you guys find out? Is that where it caps?
Some of the people, I think it was Joshua, used the MIBs to clean up a zone that was being attacked by Zog, and I can't remember what the armored forces were, but they needed to kill the armed forces, and they didn't have the power themselves, so they tripped the zone alarm, and the MIBs came, and that's how we found out their limits, because a lot of them came to fix the zone, and they fucked up.
Give me a memory roll, Rock.
Okay. No.
Carry on.
Do they multiply right there when you kill them, or do they come from somewhere else?
They come from somewhere else. We're not sure where they come from.
How long does it take for them to fuck off?
Logan, when we were, I'm going to roll memory on that. Correct. Okay, Logan, when we were in, what the fuck is that place called? Burlington. When we were in Burlington and we tripped the zone alarm with the phone, we called the MIBs with the red phone. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I was just going to tell you the answer until you
got a critical, dude.
Okay, fine.
You're thinking that in a couple hours you should be okay if you were to stay here another night and have another lovely meal and maybe rent a room and stuff. By the morning, you should definitely be okay. Cut 2, it shows those same guards and people are running around screaming and stuff, and it shows like these guys dressed in black coming in. One of them looks at the airway and goes, "I bet it was that fucker Blue." And everyone's like, "God damn right it was. I knew it."
Fuck you. Make a roll on that shit.
What did they say before? That's right. And then
Those
the
guys are in trouble.
They put it in
Okay. We were staying overnight?
You don't have to be correct. They just suspect you. If you're Freddy, even if you haven't done anything, if a part of the town burns down, who do you blame? Freddy.
Got it. Okay.
So, Rock, just a question for you. I know you want to be blue and you like being blue, but couldn't you just put a little like cream makeup on, maybe a little white and some rosy cheeks and a red nose or something, just to look less blue?
You think this is a bad idea?
No. You're good.
I can try and make myself normal again if that's what you want. If I'm making you uncomfortable with my smurfness.
Oh, it's not me.
I haven't heard anyone else complain about it either.
All right. I'll give it a shot anyway, since he's giving me the suggestion.
Nobody seems to mind you being a Smurf, but you tried to not be a Smurf, but your Smurfiness has smurfed into the Smurf. And now
Yes.
you are at maximum Smurfitude.
Very good. No, I tried.
Smurftastic.
Yeah, that's probably a great way to clear myself in Bartertown, is to unsmurf myself in Bartertown. Good tip.
Sway just looks at you as though you just offered to do a bunch of cocaine.
Yep. By the way, do you want to do a bunch of cocaine?
Sharing is caring.
Actually, I've got this ketamine if you want to be in the K-hole for a little while.
Ooh, you know how to make that stuff?
No.
Do
I just
you
wanna have
guys want
the
to rent a room and do a bunch of ketamine and hang out fucking out of your mind on ketamine? That'd be a fucking evening.
Sounds like a great time.
You
You can come across more of that ketamine, though. I could probably sell it.
While there's
Yeah.
no in here, I kind of take off my sidearm, my 6-iron on my hip, and kind of roll it up and just kind of tuck it in the jacket.
That's a really good idea. You wonder if anybody else will follow your remarkably good example.
I do. I put mine in the pack.
All right, we'll hide that tech.
Cool.
It
All right,
won't
so
work here anyway,
let's
and
spend the night
it's-
here.
Yeah, okay.
Well, now, according to Rasslin' Rad's business acumen, bail for me so I can fuck with you. You're thinking since you're stuck not being able to go there, now might be a good time to get some things to barter together or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of talk about toilet paper. You're wondering how far a fucking 24 pack of Sherman would go.
Yeah, because they only have Soviet era toilet paper, and that stuff's got wood chips in it.
I've used it. I know.
Yeah, it's nasty shit.
Do they have toilet paper in Gothic?
Gothic? It's super duper
We,
expensive.
Yeah,
We
not
go
in
by-
Gothic. We need to go to Shermer.
Shermer to do that.
Yeah.
Shermer, you can get some stuff there that your butt won't try to kill you for using. You can get some stuff there that doesn't cause a bleeding fucking hemorrhoid to suddenly appear on your ass.
The metal vendor that we went to, you said he sold bits of metal.
Yeah.
Like what did he have?
plate.
Were you talking about coins, or he actually had like ingots, or?
It looks like metal, different sized small metal sheets and stuff like that. It looked like if you wanted to build something out of metal, that you would go to this guy and go, I want 6 of the size 4s, I want 12 of the size 6s, that kind of shit.
Well, like sheet metal and stuff like
Sheet
that.
metal, tubes of metal, crude springs, stuff like that. He's a blacksmith.
It's got a
It looks
machine
like-
shop.
My willpower for the overnight stay, so I can heal up.
Yay, you heal 2 hit points. Anybody else who's wounded, be sure to do a willpower roll for healing. Rock, could you mark off another gold piece? 70 silver?
Sure.
Great. Courtesy of the Rock, because it's all his fault. You guys have a really nice stay, and you get a lovely dinner. Break out. Do you guys want to do the ketamine after dinner or no? Just
We're saving that for a special day.
you guys. I mean, if it was Kinley, he'd have fucking already eaten your whole stash.
I know. He would have picked my pocket and taken it. It wouldn't be there. I'd be like, where the fuck's my ketamine?
Exactly. So yeah, you guys take care of that. Is there anywhere you wanted to go the next day before you go back to Bartertown?
All right, so should we go buy some toilet paper? It seems like people like that. They want it.
Oh my
Or is
god,
that-
everybody wants fucking toilet paper.
Or is
Are you
that
kidding?
or is that going to attract those MIB? Like, what was it about that MRE that Just because it was from a different time period.
That guy knew he was looking for magic, and I should have just said it was magic, because then he would have bought that it was just a magic thing, and he wouldn't have realized that it was from someplace else. And what you have to do is, okay, go ahead, Logan.
Hold on a second.
I was going to say, everybody give me an evidence analysis roll. When he was trying to listen, I was trying to go, because I wanted him to go, what's that? What's that weird noise?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I know that some of you have actually seen MREs, like modern day MREs. They're wrapped in plastic. Showing somebody a big thing of plastic who's in a fucking barter town world, probably not a great idea to start with. Let's go with that as a beginning. But so you're thinking, take the fucking toilet paper out of the goddamn plastic wrapping.
Just get that Scott's. Isn't that the stuff that's in the paper wrap?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only problem you've got with that then is that it's been modern printed. You don't know if the modern printing will throw it off.
And the paper is pretty reasonable tech. Just the thin paper.
Yeah, thin paper though is just paper. People might be fooled if you use magic to make the paper extra thin and soft on your ass, you know.
Yeah, but we'd have to explain that.
I can't hear Ralph.
No, if we're going to Schwimmer, you just go to like a hotel or a restaurant supplier, and you just buy the blank wrapped paper toilet paper rolls.
That'd be about perfect.
Right. Okay, so we get a box of that.
No problem. Mark off $30 of Shermer money. Wait, does anybody have a way to get to Shermer? Let's start with the basics.
I do.
Give me a luck roll at full to see if your ship's still working.
Wait, can we go to the embassy first and change out of these 1800 clothes?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay, Logan, or is it just quiet again?
It's still quiet again.
It's when you move it closer to your mouth, it's fine.
Wait, how about now?
Put it in your mouth.
Mediocre now? Oh, okay.
Okay, is it louder? Better?
Yeah, now
it's better when that thing's close to your face, close to your mouth.
See what? Actually, Jay, do me a favor after the game and send Ralph the link for the mic that you use, because you said that was like $15, and you come in like a fucking boss every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we've got a better mic somewhere. I just tried throwing on the kids' headphones, but no, I'll get a better set for next time when we.
Right, but I mean, I would check out.
I've got like one of these little lavalier mics. It was like $15 on Amazon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I figure.
I'll tell you which one I got because I saw it in a video. It was pretty well rated.
I'd like a link for that also. I might pick up one just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using a webcam mic. If I'm coming through okay, that's not great.
Yours is so, but Jay's definitely sounds like the best quality. You might want to send it. Actually, you might want to post it on the board. This is the mic I use. It's $15 if you want to upgrade.
Sure, yeah. I'll put that out there.
Cool. So,
all right. So first, we're going back to Beaskin. We can change clothes.
I was going to say your clothes actually look like old-fashioned suits. They don't. Assuming you're not wearing a gun belt. You just look like you raided your great-grandfather's clothes and are wearing them around. Because if you think about it, if somebody came to your door dressed like they were out of an Old West thing, you wouldn't be like, my God, the tech level, it's crazy. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, you are super retro.
Yeah, we could explain our way out of that one.
Hipsters.
Yep, that's what you gotta do. You don't deign to explain.
All right, Brad, we have somebody to meet while we're there. I want to do a little surveillance on somebody, just for a little bit to see if she's still around and kicking.
that really deadly woman.
I thought we just went toilet paper. Now we're surveilling people.
Yeah, he wants to meet. He wants to check in on a contact.
The paralegal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk to her. We don't have to do anything. Let's just make sure she didn't skip town is all I'm looking for.
Okay. All right.
That's not easy. Okay.
No worries. Let me check. Give me a. I'm speeding through this because I'm trying to get you guys eventually.
I agree.
Give me a research rolls while you're there.
All right, let's have Rock take the lead on the research.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's got
can't research at all. No,
he's got a
bueno.
neck for it. I support.
I don't.
All right, that's +5. Let me put
We'll
the
call-
mod in.
Oh,
All right, mod's in. Let's go. Nope.
wah, wah. She's skipped town, but at a later time, possibly next season, stay tuned. You might be able to track her ass down.
Okay.
But yeah, no. By the way, yours was the best outcome in my opinion. 'Cause if you can get that bitch working for you,
Yeah, she walked away with 11 paws at the end of that one.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
11 paws and just absolutely competent at fixing things.
Oh yeah. She's the kind of contact. I mean, sure, she might be a fucking sociopath, but so is all the politicians we fucking elect. So, yeah.
As soon as it dawned on me, I'm like, "You're free to go! Go, run, get out of the jail!"
She left the country apparently, so you may have to go to like a different country. You may have to play with a little bit of worldwide hide and seek and see if you can beat the world record holder of 11 years, 7 months, 42 hours, and 6 minutes.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
But with
Nice.
a person, so they're hiding in like a gully. Okay, so,
All right, go ahead.
right.
Toilet paper.
You guys bought your $30 of Shermer money. Somebody have Shermer money?
Yeah.
You mark off now, and that's for we have 2 big backpacks people are lugging of toilet paper. If you want more than that, then more money. If you want different shit other than just toilet paper, but right now you got $30 of toilet paper. No, the prices and stuff won't necessarily be consistent, but right now toilet paper seems to be the hot commodity. This falls under my grab a bag of loot rather than long-term business plan thing, if you follow me.
Got it. Yeah.
Now, give me a luck roll. See if if the alley is blocked or some asshole standing in there where you're supposed to be going, and your car breaks or horrible shit happens. God, I wish I owned a house in Bartertown now. Bartertown's suddenly looking like a lot more. God damn it, he says. Fucker broke. Looks like we're totally fucked.
Anybody got?
Let me see if I got a reroll card for you. No, you might want to throw a hero point at that.
Yeah.
Because that's a good place to go.
Yeah, if no one's got a reroll or anything like that, I'll burn a point on it.
No reroll here.
Ironically, the luckiest person in the campaign is Freddy. You wouldn't know it from his dice rolls, but the fucker has over 100 luck.
Oh God.
Not even kidding. So you guys
why is he the unluckiest?
Oh, his dice rolls are horrible.
Roll 20 fucking hates Freddy. That's why. So I'm serious.
So it's at the point.
Yep, hates Freddy more than Suede even. You guys,
That's what you get for making the character sheets. Roll 20, hates you.
apparently. You guys trump back to the fucking alley in Bartertown and stuff. You have plenty of trade goods now. You don't feel like a fucking outsider. The desert wind continues blowing. It was blowing last time you were here. It's still blowing. You're thinking also that maybe Rock shouldn't approach the guy that you're wanting to talk to. It didn't seem to go over well, and he may recognize him again. Yeah. And you don't know if that will set off whatever the fuck Rock was talking about before, because Rock seems to know what everything is, but only after it goes horribly wrong. Then he'll tell you the information, not before. Before, it would be too much to ask for.
Yeah, Logan. Okay, whatever.
It's like after he hits a tripwire, he goes, "That's a Type 17 mine right there." That just bouncing guy, and you're like,
"Let me tell you how to build one."
I'm pretty sure you had to disassemble one.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with Bartertown, Logan. I didn't really know
Hey, Jason,
what was up with that. I figured everybody here was fine.
Why don't you get us some local raggedy garb and some head wraps and shit, so we can kind of not be with that guy?
You guys don't really stick out too much because everybody's wearing different. Well, raggedy would definitely fit in more. I mean, okay, for raggedy, one thing of toilet paper. Okay, you have 10 things of toilet paper. So one of your 10 things of toilet paper, you all have appropriate Bartertown clothes now. Raggedy ass shit you put over like shawls and stuff, and you go, "Ha ha! I'm actually a cowboy."
I'm gonna try to small shape shift back to not blue.
Well, that'd be
You
easier
know
than
it's
roll.
going to go horribly wrong.
Yes, I do.
I know what's going to happen if you fucking fumble it, and I'm ready. Go
No,
for it.
no fumble. Bad, but no fumble.
It was close though. 2 points.
All right,
off.
so I shouldn't accompany you when you talk to that guy in the bar.
He's already forgotten which guy he set off before.
Yeah.
So you might be okay.
You set off the metal vendor.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
the
you
metal
should wait
vendor,
for us
right?
at the bar.
You want to send him into the bar while you talk to the metal vendor?
Okay, guys, that's enough.
Go
I'm
drink.
going to go have a drink. Yeah.
All right. No problem. He's having a drink. You guys head over to the metal vendor. He's beating on a piece of metal with a hammer. He stops and looks at you and puts it down. Goes, yes?
Right, I'm looking for my friend Otto. And,
Otter. He's a good guy. Yes, I know exactly where he is. How do I know you're a friend of his, though?
Well, I've got this toilet paper of his. I've got to get it to him. Would you like to try a sample of it? Hold out a roll and
Yes, I would. He takes it and he says, all right. He's taken over the old fortress out in the desert. He says him and his assistant, Henry or something like that. Yeah. He gives you directions to it. It's out in the Himinge Desert, he says. Go into the Himinge Desert. It's about half a day's walk that direction there. Old fortress. It's on the edge of a cliff. It's got a castle type thing. But as you already know, don't approach past the big circle, like at the end of the path, because of all the mines.
Right.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, besides this toilet paper he needed, was there anything else he was needing? I'd like to grab it while I'm here.
You know, that's a great question, but I'm not sure what's going on because every week he would have supplies brought out to him, food, alcohol, metals. He points at his metals like you didn't know what they were, and gunpowder and all that stuff. And they bring the packages out there and into the leave the packages circle. And then his apprentice would come out, bring them the gold and stuff. But then his assistant showed up in town, said the professor didn't need any more supplies for the time being. He'd locked himself in the lab to work. But his assistant, Henry, has been spotted in the Garden of Pleasure throwing around money like it's free. I heard some people, he leans forward conspiratorially, went out to see if the professor was okay. And by that, you know what I actually mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got blown up. So that kind of dampened their enthusiasm to go out and check on him.
Now the
Logan,
assistant.
can you mute my sound so I'm not listening to this so I can't metagame?
Nope. You're just going to have to do good role.
All right, I'm just going to have to ignore it. I'm diligently ignoring all this.
It'd be better if you weren't talking right now also.
I know. Sorry.
There.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't make me mute you, Mike.
The assistant, Henry, that's
Yes.
different than the apprentice?
Same thing.
Okay, so he's got one bloke working for him?
Yep.
All right. And you said Henry was over at the Garden of Pleasure throwing money around?
Oh, yeah, lots of money.
Well, I'm worried about our friend. You don't think the assistant has taken advantage of him, do you? Stolen his money?
I do. Now. I don't know. Maybe you should go out and check on him, being that you're his friend and all.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a good idea. The directions I gave you, actually, it's a little bit more this way. I figured if you were really his friend, you'd know. He gives you a little bit better directions.
Appreciate it, mate.
You let me know if Henry has fucked him up, because if he has, I know a girl in the Garden of Pleasure. She'll get things done if we need it.
I see what you're saying. All right, thanks, mate.
And thank you. He strokes the toilet paper lovingly, knowing he'll all be up his butt soon.
See, we're not. It's not just the professor's ass I'm looking out for.
He looks at the camera slowly, like.
Breaking that fourth wall, aren't you?
Oh, right. Where to?
Okay, I'll go have a drink with the Rock.
All right. Rock is looking a bit sad and depressed, and he's down 3 pieces of silver because they don't seem to be worth a whole silver here. They just want shiny metal. And then Mr. Toilet Paper shows up, and suddenly everything's cocaine and hookers.
Yep. So,
So what's the matter, mate? Looking kind of down.
well, I really fucked up pretty good.
The bartender leans forward, and he goes, "He does seem a bit blue."
Mhm.
He goes back to clean.
More fourth wall breaking. Fun.
No, you're literally blue.
I know. I'm so blue. Yeah, when we get someplace quiet, I'm going to ask you what else you don't know.
Let's. Is there like a nice quiet booth we can go sit in?
Yeah, there is the mark off in there 3 silvers or
I'll like mark off like 6 silvers, grab a drink for just Suede too, and we'll go grab a booth in the corner kind of thing.
all right. You take Sway to the booth with his large drink. It has an umbrella in it.
Okay. So if you didn't know who the MIBs are, then there's probably lots of stuff you don't know about the multiverse, and I'm not sure what, and I can furnish that for you, but is there any questions you have particular right now? That you want answered?
That's a good idea. I gave you a card for that, Russ.
Yeah, well,
Specifically about the MIB, or
Okay.
I'm sure between old Jack and I, we could sit around and think of questions to throw at you for a few days. But seeing, we don't have days.
No, we can keep it quick. It's just any burning questions you have. The MIBs, they're the zone fixers. That's what they are. They come and fix zones when something that isn't appropriate to the zone happens.
So you brought them here to show us what they are, so we don't do it.
No, I fucked up. I fucked up. I thought everybody. I don't know Bartertown. I thought everybody in Bartertown was fine. I should have realized that they weren't because they're all using bundles. But I fucked up.
Meanwhile, the singers over there are singing, "Won't you take me to Bartertown? I want to go to Bartertown."
So I love this one.
But we got out, and I'll try and look more human when we come here. And maybe no one will give my description as a blue guy, and I won't be a blue guy when I'm here.
Don't be so hard on yourself, mate.
Yeah, we sometimes screw things up on purpose just to see how it rolls.
Yeah, so anything about zones, etc., since you guys didn't know about the MIBs, I figure I have a lot of information. And I mean, it's a lot. I can't.
I'd like to have a sit down with them. Have you ever heard of Stopwatch?
No.
I want to see if they're the same.
Do you think the Stopwatch blokes are those people that are in the village?
No.
You don't think they're related to that whole infinity yin-yang thing?
No.
Yeah, okay. So the infinity yin-yang thing, we're thinking it's about the balance between pattern and logos.
Mm-hmm.
Familiar with that?
Yeah, they're just tricking Freddy into being stupid.
Yeah, Chris, Doc Fulton told me that people shouldn't be walking pattern because it'll upset the balance. And then we all proceeded to walk pattern.
Multiple times.
Now the balance is upset.
We can go do that again.
Yeah.
Let's double down.
How? No, here you go. How do you know the balance is upset? If the people of Logris are getting crabby at the balance, how come they're not fixing it?
They are. Zones are becoming more and more chaotic. We used to enter zones and they would be peaceful.
Then it's out of balance towards their direction.
Right. It's out of balance towards the order, I think.
Right. It's out of balance towards order because that's what, well, it's all theoretical, first of all. We're speculating. So we don't know this shit. But yeah, we walk too many pattern. Pattern is the order.
Right.
Logris is much harder to walk.
Go
ahead.
No. I'm very.
We're finding all sorts of requirements for walking Logris, like you have to be batshit crazy to create one in the first place, and then you've got to be super sane to walk one because you're going to go batshit crazy walking the Logris, and you need to like have shape-shifting. You need to be able to shape-shift into an avatar and a demon, all sorts of other crazy shit. So it's much harder to walk Logis than it is to walk Pattern, which makes sense because it's chaos.
So?
We're creatures of order.
Right. So fuck them.
Well,
Let's just try to make as many. Let's try to make as many patterns as possible and walk it as many times as possible until just something breaks. It's like you get that sound in your car and you just don't know what's wrong with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take it to the mechanic, or you just keep driving it until it fucking breaks.
I take it to the mechanic.
Thinking about Burlington and cleanse until something breaks.
Yeah. Cyber Hong Kong kind of broke. Clem is breaking. Magic is fading.
Wait. Now, are you blaming this on the Logris boogeyman or the incompetency of those who walked before us?
It could be the incompetency. This is speculation. All right? I'm just talking shit to see if we come up with something clever.
Well, see, Amber and Logris have their own little tiff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Also, we've been told that if any Dora goes to Amber, will be killed on sight.
By who?
I don't remember. This information came from either Freddie or Pete. I don't remember which. Freddie or Joshua.
No, Freddie said that to me too. I don't buy it.
Okay. That's understandable.
But why haven't you talked to somebody from Amber, not in Amber, then?
I don't have I don't have contacts with anybody who's Amber.
That's why we need to find my dad.
Yeah, I don't have any Amberite contacts. If I did, I would definitely ask them. They did say something about any adult or something of that sort. We were speculating that maybe if we were children, it wouldn't be a problem.
Sounds like something that fucking Justice would say. So
yeah, and he was told by a child. He was told this by a child.
Yeah, right. Must be law of the universe then. All right, so let's move on. How are we going to get this nutty professor?
Yep. Okay. Cool.
All right. So he's all contained within his fortress, right? If we get too close, shit will blow us up, attack us.
And it seems that he's in there alone. Perhaps it could even be called a Fortress of Solitude.
So the question is, what's that?
Nothing.
All right, so you want to go talk to his assistant?
Yeah. So we could either go out there and try to leave something in the circle, see if that gets his attention to come out. I doubt it will, because he says he doesn't need any more supplies. Mm-hmm. But we're also taking that through the grapevine based on what this Henry fella is up to. So we could try going embracing this Henry fella, see what he knows about him first, or see if he can get us in there. Or we could try to just go out there and entice the professor directly.
You want to go embrace Henry in the Gardens of Pleasure.
I got that as well. I was like, this is going to be weird.
I'll follow your lead, Rosalind.
Oh, I say embrace the kid, as in like interrogate him.
I thought you were talking Eiffel Tower when he said he'd follow your lead. And then, no.
Bradson, one thing's of interest to me. What do you hope to get out of this the Otter Finkelmeyer, if we do manage to meet him?
I either want to get my hands on this weapons technology that he's developed, or partner up with him somehow.
Okay. Do you have anything to influence him with?
Not yet. We don't know anything about him.
Are you sure he's even from this time period?
Yeah.
Well, maybe this Henry fella can tell us more.
Yeah, it would be good to find out what he wants, what kind of trade goods we can use to butter him up. Well, you know this, Raslin. You're the expert businessman.
Butter him up before you embrace him.
This is just getting worse and worse. All right.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, he doesn't seem to want any more supplies from town. So at the moment, he seems to have all the materials he needs.
Right.
But he does seem to have a hankering for alcohol.
Ah,
Um,
that would be helpful. Bottle of bourbon.
you know,
We don't know what supplies were his. We need to talk to that guy first. You got to just talk to Henry out back, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
what we could do, since he's been spending so much time there throwing money around, we could try also talking to the madam of the garden or some of the other Sheilas that work there.
Oh, God, I hope they're human.
I don't. I hope they're Smurfs. Do you know any Smurfs at the brothel? I haven't fucked a Smurf in a long time.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
All right.
All right, so ask around about the Gardens of Pleasure.
No problem. You sidle up to the bartender, and he says, "Oh yes, sir. They're located high up over there." He gives you directions, and he says, "You should have a good time. Just tell them I sent you."
Do they take currency there, or do they want trade goods as well?
This is Barter Town, sir.
Mm-hmm.
If they like the toilet paper, I wonder what they would like with baby wipes.
I don't know what a baby wipe is, but yeah, I like toilet paper for the baby, I suppose.
Yep, it's really good toilet paper.
Just smaller.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Sure you don't tell them anything else, Rock?
Everybody looks at Rock.
Nope, we're good. All right, we get out of here.
Right. It's like watching Suede running ahead of you after you just climbed out of a pit and starting to dig another one while you're walking toward it, and then he stands next to it with the shovel and looking at the
talking
pit.
About the shit is not that serious.
No, that's just the feeling that you're getting from Suede now.
Okay, you guys can stop digging with me now. All right, I got it.
Getting rid of a D8 damage card, if anybody wants this.
Ooh.
I have an assistant +5. I'll trade you for that. Discard. Go ahead and give me the trade. All right.
No problem. You guys head over to the Gardens of Delight, and no problem. There's a lot of women and a few men hanging out there, and they're attempting to lure people in. It looks like kind of a bit of a sleazy brothel type feel to it. It looks like it's built up to 3, 4, 5 stories tall, something like that. It's a tall building. It looks like it is made from repurposed scrap and stuff like that. Or maybe there was another building here and then they attached a bunch of scrap to it, at some point. You're not really sure. And they're asking, what's your pleasure? They don't know you're here looking for somebody. They just think you're here to fuck.
I want a Smurf. I want a Smurf with blonde hair.
Yes, sir. They don't. Hold on. Let me roll their lord and know what a Smurf. They have no idea what a Smurf is. They show you several blonde women and a couple of guys and ask if any of these will be okay.
Can they wear blue makeup?
They bring in some specialty people for you, and yes, you've got men, women. They're willing to wear blue makeup for you.
All right, guys. I'm going to go get my Smurf on. You do what you want to do.
What do you have to trade? They ask you.
Can I have a roll of that stuff?
There you go.
All right.
They think that's a good trade after it's explained that it's toilet paper, and one of them goes and tries out something. They come back and it's the best thing ever. I'm so happy I took a shit. And so, right, you go off with 2 women and 1 guy and a whole bunch of blue makeup, and he goes off that way. What do you guys do?
Now, are these basically just like hawkers out front, or does anyone appear to be like the madam or the pimp of the house?
You find the guy who's in charge. He was the one who took the shit, and he's like, I see you know how to deal with things. This is so soft. How did you make it?
Well, it's an ancient family secret, mate. There's more where that came from. If we could sit down and have a little chat.
I understand where this is going. I'm flattered, maybe a bit curious, but my days of doing that are behind me.
Now you say, I'm not interested in that. I just legitimately want to ask you some questions, mate.
You're looking for information. Information.
I squeeze a toilet paper roll.
Come with me. And your friend as well.
Come on.
Order somebody else to get drinks ready and stuff. No problem. You guys go in, and you're up on like the very top floor, and there's a lot of billowing silk room dividers and stuff. Give me the listen rolls. Try to fail it. Just try to fail it. If you can fail it, you don't have to hear.
Anybody got a fail card?
Failure is sweet now.
Anybody got
I can't trade cards anyway. I'm not there.
All right. Good news for Suede, bad news for wrestling. You definitely heard The Rock getting his Smurf on. Just imagine the most outlandish Smurfy shit you can, and that's going on. Rock, you've never been so happy. Rock, give me.
Oh yeah. La 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 la.
Rock, give me an endurance stamina roll, if you will. If you can make it, something good happens.
Did anybody hear my daughter say Smurf fucker?
I heard something back there.
That was my daughter saying Smurf fucker.
How old is she?
17.
Tell her if she was gaming, she would get a card.
Yep. Yeah, she has other role plays she does. So otherwise, I'd call her in on the game definitely.
Does it have to involve He-Man? I mean,
everybody else is getting their
other
kids
80s
involved.
cartoons.
You should try to get your kid involved.
Yeah, get her in on a game with Vince.
There you go.
All the second generation girls.
Nothing special.
That's what she said.
There you go. All right.
Oh God.
So meanwhile, you guys are talking to this guy, and he says he takes the roll of your valuable toilet paper and has it placed aside to where he can keep an eye on it. He does have give me spot hidden rolls at half or -20, whichever's better for you guys. You two, not Smurf Boy. He's fine.
No.
Smurf Boy, you're taken care of until I get back to you.
Yep.
I'm sorry. What did you ask for?
Understood.
All right.
Yeah.
At -20.
Or half, whichever's better for you.
Yeah, I made it.
There are various hidden weapons around him because he doesn't trust you guys, but he's trying to be amiable. He's giving you guys drinks. He like lets you guys pick your drinks first, and then he takes whatever's remaining.
All right.
That kind of thing. And he says, "How may I be of assistance to you?"
Well,
You can hear sound fucking.
curious about this bloke Henry who comes about.
He says, "Henry Meyer?" He says in a low voice, leaning forward.
See the one that has been working out in the desert with out in the old fortress?
And throwing around good gold like it's bad gold, yes. He's right over there, he says, pointing through some of the various flowing silks. And fortunately, you can't see through them, or boy, you'd get an eyeful in an education.
Was he staying here now, or is he?
He hasn't left in 3 days.
Has he mentioned anything about the professor he's working with? Oh,
Am I dying? No, it's just him.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry.
Pull it together. Pull up. Pull up. You're coming in too low. You're too low. Oh, sorry.
Right.
People listening are like, what the fuck was that? Yeah. Anyway, he says, no, we haven't really talked to him about that. He
Does
just
it
showed
seem-
up here with a bunch of money and a big tube and has been fucking his brains out ever since.
Is it a bunch of money and a big tube?
Yeah, it's about, I don't know, almost a meter long. It's got caps in both ends. Made out of wood. We thought it was a sex toy. It isn't. He hasn't opened it, but he keeps it with him all the time. Look, if you're going to do anything to him, I'm going to need 2 more rolls.
So 2 more rolls, and you can arrange for us to have a little conversation with him. You don't mind if we go over and have a talk with him when he's done with the Sheila?
Yeah, you can go talk to him anytime you want for 2 more rolls. For 2 more rolls, I may even slit my grandmother's throat.
What do you say about a little shackled to the bed type of action for him there?
3 rolls.
I put out a 3rd roll.
Excuse me a moment.
Have your lady see to it.
Yeah, excuse me a moment. He gets up, goes, talks to somebody. And they nod and they look at you guys like you are just horrible people. And then they head off. And he says, of course, if you want, I'm guessing you're after the big tube. If you want the big tube, I'll ask for 1 more roll. And
we'll see if we end up taking the tube or anything like that. I'll make sure you're well compensated.
Good. Now, keep in mind that if he challenges you, well, he's been running low on money, so I don't think he'll have enough money to get somebody to fight for him. And I think you might be able to take him. I'm not sure. But if he challenges you, you're going to have to take it too. He gestures dramatically off.
I look at Suede and smile real big.
I'm tired.
Security expert. My
Looks
head
like-
of security.
Well, if you've already got your champion, then yes, he's fucked.
Well, if he,
What the hell's going on? Calm down.
well,
I
if we
think
we just have them gag him. We don't even need to talk to him. We just take what we need to go.
I think that's your cue. He says,
All right, let's go.
"What the fuck is going on? Unchain me! What the fuck?" You guys get over there. It's a naked dude chained to the fucking bed, and everybody has gotten away from him. He looks naked, and it looks like he's very confused, and he's tugging at the chain for all he's worth. But yeah, he looks wildly at you two, and he goes, "Oh no!"
Hello, Henry.
Who are you?
Look at the tube. Is there anything I can glean from it? Does it look like an architectural type tube for carrying plans and stuff in?
Yes, that looks exactly like that. He goes,
I go
digs
over
around.
and tap on it. Be a shame if something happened to our friend Otter.
He looks really, really panicked. And he goes,
Maybe we could strike a bargain. I sit down in one of the chairs. Is there a chair in here?
"Yeah, there's chairs."
I don't want that fancy swing over there. I just want a regular chair.
Oh, all right.
Look, Henry, we could do this the hard way or the easy way. We would like to be friends. Don't you want to be friends, Swade?
Henry
you go.
thinks about it.
Not very good friends. Just friends.
Henry picks up the bed. No, he says, and he throws the bed off the side. And he goes, "Yeah," and then he, "Yeah, yeah."
I grab the tube.
Yoink. And
Oh,
you see it.
that went
you see a
quickly.
hand go,
Toilet paper.
"Please have an excellent day. Come and see us again sometime," says the guy.
Don't squeeze the Sherman. All right, head
He
out.
doesn't know what that means, but he is going to be shitting like a champ. And
Let's see. Were there any sheets from the bed that are on the floor now, that kind of thing? When he got up,
there are, but you don't want to approach too close.
Yeah, that's true. We probably don't want those. So, all right, grab the tube and
Head out.
Start to head out.
Looks like there's a lot of grime around it. Maybe this hasn't been opened in some time.
Yeah, I don't want to open it here.
I understand. Where are you going? Oh, wait. You hear something. It sounds like a song. Just one word repeated over and over. You want to pick up Smurf Boy on your way out?
Oh, we should let him finish his good
He knows
time.
where to find us.
Where to?
I tell the owner, tell our blue friend we'll meet him back at the bar.
Right.
We'll have a drink waiting for him.
It shows him
He's going to need to rehydrate.
He won't need one. He's fine.
Shows him tell a girl to go and tell him, and shows her walking in, and he's like, la, 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 and she's like, oh, a helicopter.
Because this is important. The bartender did send us here originally, so kick him back.
Ah! Yes.
Put a roll of toilet paper there in front of him.
In front of the
That's for you,
bartender.
mate. Thanks for the tip.
The bartender goes, oh, what is it? He looks through it.
I explain it to him.
He looks
Toilet
really
paper, mate.
curious. Wow. It shows him thinking about what he has in his toilet. It shows all the sandpaper on a hook. He goes, Right. Eventually, Rush shows up. You guys are all at the bar. Mark off 8 silver. You guys sitting around having some drinks, including some free ones that the bartender tosses in from time to time. Now that you're, especially the free drinks came as soon as you came back from the bathroom for some reason. And now you have like a little glass of whiskey, and for some reason you can't figure out. Suede has this monstrosity that has like umbrellas and like some fruit on a stick and like 3 different straws, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck he's drinking. Or
That's what he always drank in Jamaica.
Oh, that's right, it is.
Yeah, he was there.
I used to do cannonballs into the half-constructed Death Star with the little kids. It went well. Pat the big tube next to me.
Hey,
How'd it go with you?
Rad.
Oh, really good. Really, really good.
If you really want to lose some sanity, Rad, do you realize there's a shadow out there somewhere where Gazafeld actually completed the Death Star?
I just assumed there was more than one.
It shows him trying to run the whole thing on his own. Oh, no, power, no, over here.
We had those tentacle things. That would help him.
Yes. All right.
But I can hear you great.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Mike, right?
Yeah.
Right, like that.
Okay.
So you guys, everybody who's not The Rock, give me an empathy roll.
Too much.
Critical empathy. Oh my God. Suede, you're about to lose your fucking mind.
Wrestling, you're thinking that The Rock has a look of satisfaction on his face, and Suede suddenly is like, no. Suede's sitting there with a spoon trying to gouge his eyes out so he doesn't have to look at The Rock's self-satisfied expression anymore because he's reading too much into it.
He knows. Oh man, this is a great insanity. Anyway, what's the next move, guys?
Well, I suppose we could find out what's in this tube here.
Your booth is private enough that you could open it without everybody in the world seeing it, just so you know.
I don't think I'd want to do it here, though. They have some kind of hotel, or we could just take it with us somewhere.
Okay, I'm going to just throw a couple things out there for you to think about, Rad. We don't know how long the Nutty Professor has been MIA, since his assistant here has been getting all of the in and outs of the goods. We don't know what's in this tube, and since he is a weapons development guy, you have no idea what could be in here because it hasn't been opened in a while. Obviously, the assistant hasn't opened it for some reason.
Right.
It does feel lightweight and doesn't rattle.
I mean, I'm hesitant to open it for those reasons too, it being trapped. your point about him being squared away for God knows how long, I'm wondering if he's even alive at this point, since this guy obviously took his information and his gold and has been off spending it. Unless that guy just said, fuck off, here's some gold. And
a tube. Thank you, sir.
So here's what I'm thinking. We could either take this somewhere else and try to safely open it. I don't know anything about traps or anything, so
Well, we can either take it to the bunker, or we could take it back to the drawing room, like where I copied the prints for the Clems.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing. Should we do that before we go and try to check on the old bloke?
Oh, the fastest way out of here, by the way, if you all three go into the bathroom, like you're people wanting to go snort a bunch of coke off the toilet seat or something, you could probably trump out from the bathroom. That is your closest private area, although it is stinky, but so is the fucking alley, actually. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. The desert wind continues to howl outside.
We could take it there to the embassy. We could take it to the plant in Hika. There's an office in there that's private.
Well,
isn't the plant in Hika like swimming in gunpowder?
Yeah, they make munitions.
No, I think we should either just take it to the bunker, or we could take it to the embassy, where we have like plenty of a vault that we could store it in. We could open it safely on a nice big table. They've got the white gloves for us to wear, so if there's something valuable, we don't smudge it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if it is trapped, it might be something explosive, which we don't want to be in a gunpowder factory for.
Well, let's just go blow up all of the embassy instead.
I was going to say, the Hilton is, you could probably get some white gloves from somewhere there, because they have a lot of their employees wear them. You've seen those. And it's super comfortable, lots of free alcohol and cigars, desks and such like that.
Okay.
So it is very comfortable there. I mean, if it blows up the Hilton, then you don't give a fuck about the Hilton, and you don't have to look at McKay's recriminating glance later.
Yeah, I think worst case scenario, let's take it somewhere we're not worried about blowing things up.
All right. So let's go to the Hilton.
All right. You guys all troop into the bathroom. The bartender nods knowingly, like, yes, a lot of cocaine. They didn't offer me any. And you guys go into there, and no problem. I don't need a luck roll to get to the Hilton right yet, for reasons. You guys go to the Hilton, and who's going to open the tube, and where will the other two hide?
Well, let's let the head of security.
All right, I'll do it.
All right. The head of security.
What's the most secure thing for me to hide behind?
Different zone.
I hide behind the rock.
All right, we fuck off to another zone while he does this.
I was just going to hide behind the rock.
Oh, yeah, the rock.
Well, that's going to be an interesting Schrodinger's cat, because I'm going to hide behind you, and then you're going to hide behind me.
No problem.
He hasn't even showered yet, you know?
Yeah. I don't recommend touching him. Okay, so you guys...
I got little spots of blue makeup all over the place.
You know. You guys go and hide behind some furniture and whatnot, and are you ready to open the tube, Squid?
Sure.